Good morning. Happy students in Accounting 220, Managerial Accounting at Newberry College. This is Professor Marsh, and I have an extra lecture for you, as well as a solution that I will be posting. If you want to take this up here and take a screenshot of it, it is the extra lecture that we did that goes with figure 3.5 in chapter 3. And it's called Solving for Break-Even with Cost and Revenue Equations. And so if you'll go to chapter 3.5, go to figure 3.5 in your textbook, you will see that chart with the red and green triangles and figuring break-even point. And this is the example about the company that's selling bird baths. So remember that the price of the bird bath is $100 per unit, which means that the revenue equation is y equals 100x. Okay, that's the revenue equation. And then we're told that the fixed costs are $18,000 for the period, and that the variable costs are $20 per unit. And so that gives us our total cost equation, which is y equals 18,000 plus 20x. Okay, so y equals 100x is our revenue equation, and y equals 18,000 plus 20x is our total cost equation. And so our first step, the first step that we have, and I'll be posting this as soon as I can get to a scanner, but for now, you can read it off the screen, I hope. Step one is to subtract the total cost equation from the revenue equation. And so what you can see is I've done this the same way that you probably did it in beginning algebra. I've taken the revenue equation and then negated both sides of the total cost equation, so that on the left side we'll have y minus y, which will equal 0. And then on the right side of the equation, we have 100x, and then we're subtracting from 100x. We're subtracting both 18,000 and we're subtracting 20x. And remember the distributive principle: when you're negating an arithmetic equation, you have to negate both terms. So I put parentheses around 18,000 plus 20x to show that the negative side is going to go to both of those terms, and then I show that it equals minus 18,000 minus 20x. So when you do the subtraction on the right side, you get 0 equals minus 18,000 plus 80x. So to manipulate this equation a little bit more, in step number 2, we're going to have to move the fixed costs over to the left side of the equation, and the way that we do that is we add 18,000 to both sides of the equation. So you can see that I've done that here, and so the 18,000 minus 18,000 plus 18,000 cancels to 0, and then 0 plus 18,000 equals 18,000, so we end up with an equation of 80x equaling $18,000. And then we just divide both sides by 80 so we can solve for x, and we get the answer of 225. So 225 units is our break-even in units. How do we get our break-even revenue? Well, we go back to, y equals 100x. We go back to the revenue equation. We take our break-even number of units, multiply it by the revenue per unit, and we get 22,500 as our break-even revenue. So very important lesson from my perspective, and I hope you will remember it well. Have a great day. Bye-bye.